Hi, I'm Carl with Remodeling Marketing Team, and I want to go over the Remodeling Revenue Growth System with you. The Revenue Growth System was designed to help you stop buying crappy leads to get more room additions, full home renovations, and luxury kitchen and bath remodeling projects online 24/7. If that sounds good to you, stay tuned with me here, and I'm going to walk you through how this system works. What we're going to cover in this presentation is number one, how to generate more whole house renovations, room additions, and luxury kitchen and bath remodeling projects on complete autopilot. We're going to talk about how to get a measurable return for the money you spend on advertising, and then how to create an ecosystem for your own marketplace that keeps your phones ringing with quality remodeling projects 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Now, I know this sounds crazy. You've heard many high in the sky promises before. We all have. But what I want you to do is, I know that because this sounds impossible, I've got some things to prove to you in the next few minutes. I understand that you most likely have heard claims like this before, and I also know that I need to walk you through this process and show you proof that it actually works. You know, it's the results that speak louder than anything. And so let's talk about the problems that you're likely facing right now in your business. Number one, you may be spending money on low quality lead sources. There are many third-party lead vendors out there that are offering to give you hot leads at a moment's notice, and then when you get those leads, you find out contact information is incorrect. People don't even know why you're calling, and in fact, they'll even tell you, I wasn't looking for any home remodeling type things. You're getting too many handyman type jobs. People who just want you to come fix that leaky faucet or do a switch out of a ceiling fan. Things that don't really make you money. Maybe you've got a high amount of local competition. In fact, you may have competitors that are very good at what they do, and so you've got to set yourself apart in what you're doing. And you may be getting a low return on high ad spend. You've put out a lot of money, but you're not seeing a positive return on that investment. And you may be getting too many tire kicker leads, people who are still in that window shopping mode, not ready to make a buying decision yet, not ready to write the check, pull out the credit card, or fill out the credit app. And so we want to get you past that as well. So why should you choose us? Well, we have over 25 years of internet marketing experience. In fact, I began my internet marketing career selling vases and costume jewelry on eBay in the mid-90s, back when we had dial-up. So a lot of marketing experience under my belt. I've got 6 years with my team of home remodeling marketing experience. This isn't a niche that we just pulled out of the blue to start working with. It's an industry that we've been working with for a number of years and have had great success. In fact, that's been the proving ground for the Remodeling Revenue Growth System. And of course, we've got a complete in-house team of marketing experts to help you drive your business forward quickly and efficiently. And we specialize in landing luxury home remodeling projects. We know how to sort out those higher end project prospects from the general population. Now, let me talk about results. Here's Wichita Homeworks. This is our longest term home remodeling client. You can see what the owner wrote here. His name's Nathan Svoboda. He said, easily the best marketing guy I've found, and yet I'm quite sure we're done looking now. Carl is a great guy to work with, very knowledgeable, and he is very responsive to my many questions and requests. Now, I want you to see a few screenshots that I've put up here. These are leads generated from a myriad of sources. His Google business listing, his Facebook messenger system, via email, via voicemail, Multiple modalities of generating leads. In fact, the last 28 days, I just took this down. We generated 144 leads for Wichita Homeworks that were attached to them. They didn't want to work with anyone else. They wanted their project estimated specifically by Wichita Homeworks, and that's what we want to do for you. We want to have people raving and craving and demanding your attention to do their projects. Let's keep going here. A little bit about me. I've been married to my high school sweetheart. We married in 1989, so you can do the math and figure out how long that's been. I'm a father of 3 grown children, a grandfather of 1. I've been a pastor for over 23 years now. I'm also an active real estate investor, former police officer, author of 5 books, international keynote speaker, and I am a coffee, travel, and aviation junkie. As I said before, I've been marketing online since 1997, so this is not something that's new to me. It's something I've been doing for many years. But enough about me. Let's talk about results. I mentioned Wichita Homeworks earlier. We took them from $1.5 million in revenue to $4.5 million in revenue in 24 months. We took this same client from 2 crews to 18 crews. They were the proving ground for what is now the Remodeling Revenue Growth System. The solution is you have to have a system guaranteed to bring you results day after day, month in, month out, year after year. And that's what we're going to talk about. Step 1, you've got to attract eager, qualified, targeted, and quality remodeling homeowner prospects who contact you 24/7. That's the first step in the system. The second step is you want them to schedule an estimate with you. And obviously the third step is you want to convert them into a satisfied customer. And so what we're going to look at in the moments ahead is creating an online system that takes care of step 1 for you. Does the filtering, does the heavy lifting, brings the masses to your doorstep so that you can spend your time making estimates and landing those projects. Imagine what your life is going to be like when you never waste time with handyman and small backsplash projects again, when you never hear those words ever again, when you book more room additions, whole house renovations, and aging in place renovations, those higher ticket projects. When your business continues to grow even when you're away. It's what we like to call mailbox money or money in your sleep, that your business is moving forward whether you're in the office or not. And prospects demand to work exclusively with your company. There's nobody else that they want touching their particular project. You have additional revenue for side projects. Maybe you've got an interest in real estate development or investing or things like flying or boating or fishing, things you'd rather have extra money to do. Well, here's your chance to do that. So why the Remodeling Revenue Growth System? Well, it's all-encompassing. This is the term we like to use as the ecosystem. And in your ecosystem, you've got Google and you've got Google Maps and you've got Google Mobile and Google Business Listings and Facebook and Instagram. And we have to get those things working cohesively together. So many times I meet business owners who have the Google business listing, they have the Facebook page, they have the Instagram profile, and yet their business is not growing, and those platforms are not pushing new business their direction. They're operating under the field of dreams scenario. They thought if you build it, everyone will come. But that hasn't been the case. And so the Revenue Remodeling Growth System, or the Remodeling Revenue Growth System, pulls all of these things together. What it does is it gets them working cohesively as a unified ecosystem, driving new business to you day after day. One of the reasons we include these components within the Remodeling Revenue Growth System is because of their value. Google accounts for nearly 92% of all search volume online. Nearly 60% of all searches are being done on a mobile device now. 2 billion people are on Facebook each and every month. And Facebook offers the lowest cost of customer acquisition across the board out of any advertising platform available. Now let's talk more about the Remodeling Revenue Growth System specifically. Because remember, our objective here is to keep you from buying crappy leads and to get you more room additions, whole house remodels, kitchen and bath remodels online 24/7. The system starts with a high converting website. That's the center of the ecosystem. And it's not just enough to have a website. Again, I see so many business owners who've built beautiful websites, but they're websites that don't convert. Meaning that when somebody lands on that website, they really have to go hunting to find out how to do business with you. You're showing off all of your projects. You're showing off the beautiful work that you do, and yet you're not giving customers the opportunity to engage you in their transactions. So the first thing we want to do is we want to set up a high converting website. Sometimes that means we simply come in and we make tweaks and adjustments to your existing website. We put those high converting features into it. Other times we just simply need to rebuild it because it's not built to convert. One of the things that's of great value in today's world with your website is it has to be mobile optimized, mobile friendly, and it has to be lightning fast. And so if your website fails in those areas, sometimes it's better just to start fresh. Then we're going to deal with search engine optimization. Are you visible in the search engine rankings for the terms that are of the highest value to you? Can your customers find you easily by doing a search on Google? Now, along those lines, you have to realize that there's more than just Google search. There's also Google mobile search, and Google mobile search has different returns than even regular Google search. So we have to optimize for those mobile searches as well. We have to optimize your Google business listing because the real driver these days is that local SEO. That local business listing has become a second epicenter in your marketing universe. And so we want people to find you when they're searching for things near them, in their location, in their zip code, based on customer reviews. And there's a whole science to optimizing a Google business listing. Then we want Google search ads. We want to be able to jump to the front of the line on those highly competitive search terms. We want to be able to grab the high visibility locations within that Google search result page. And we want to be able to leverage those things, especially while your search engine optimization is getting traction. We want to be able to be on page one, top of the page, as much as possible, and we're going to use Google search ads to do that. And then finally, there's the Facebook Ads Network, which covers Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp. And this is the lowest cost per acquisition advertising medium available to us today. But what I really like about Facebook and Instagram ads and where it's proven itself effective in our system is its visual. And so many people spend time on their phones just scrolling through Facebook and Instagram. And when you have something visually stunning that gets them to stop, it's easy to get them to pay attention to your marketing message. Now, here's the keys to a powerful campaign. Once you have those pieces in place, there's some things that you have to do to be successful with your marketing campaign. The first one is you've got to target the right people. You could have the right offer, the right message at the right time and the right price and still miss the mark because you're targeting the wrong people. It's important that we target people based on their interests and their behaviors so that we can more closely match up to the proper prospect who is most profitable for you. Second, we want to present relevant content to that audience. We don't want to bore them to death. We want to do things that already match up to their interests, that draw them out so that they raise their hand to show that they are interested in the things that you're offering. And we want to present the right offer. We want to match up our offer to our audience. And so knowing our audience is critical. Knowing who that person is that is going to be your most profitable customer. What are their interests? What are their family situations like? What are their hobbies? What kind of work do they do? These are all the things that we want to include as part of presenting the right offer. Once we understand our people, it's easier to have a great offer in front of them. And then, of course, we want to give a clear call to action. So many times you see a sales presentation where they forget to ask for the business. And so we want to make sure that we're asking for the business. Give us a call for that estimate. Message us for that estimate. Call now. Whatever that call to action needs to be, we want to make sure that it's clear and it's easy to find. And we want to give an immediate method of response. Ideally, that's going to be a phone call, that's going to be a form submission, or that's going to be a messenger message. Those are the three modalities that work best. Those are the three modalities that we have built in to our Remodeling Revenue Growth System because they've proven effective for us over the years. Now, let's start with this idea of a high converting website, and I've taken our website from Remodeling Marketing Team as the example. If you'll notice on this page, when you land on it, this is what you're going to see. There are 4 places for you to contact us, and there is a clear call to action at each place. You've got our email address up here. You have our toll-free 800 number here. If you click it, it's going to immediately call. If you click the email, it's going to immediately email us. If you click the Schedule a Strategy Session button, it's going to immediately take you to my calendar where you can book your session online, and it'll pop into my calendar and you'll get reminders in an automated fashion. We also have a fourth contact point down here, our Contact Us icon. If you click that and you're on a mobile device, it will give you the option to call or send a text message or send us a message through Facebook Messenger. If you're on desktop, it's going to give you the option to email us or send us a Facebook message. So 4 points of contact. When we talk about high conversion, this is what we mean. What we're going to aim for is that at least 10% of the people who land on this website will take some type of action in contacting you. That's always going to be our goal. Now, let's move on here. Once we've got that high converting website, that's the center of our ecosystem, we need to focus on getting that website found, and we're going to use SEO to do that. We're going to increase the visibility of the website, and there's a couple places we're going to be able to do that. We're going to be able to do that in the organic rankings, and we're also going to be able to do that up here in the maps rankings as well. So those are the places that we're going to target in our SEO. So we want that increased visibility. We want to connect with the prospects who are actively searching for your services, which means we have to be optimizing for popular search queries and the types of questions that your audience is going to be asking. Then we need to focus on those location-based searches. Again, about 60% of search today is done on a mobile device, and much of it is done based on location. Who are the best home remodeling contractors in my area or near me or in this zip code or in a particular city or location? And so we have to optimize towards those things as well. And then remember, we are optimizing towards voice search, and voice search has its own optimization criteria, even different from a search done on a computer screen or a mobile device. And obviously, when we're dealing with search engine optimization, the reason this is so powerful and so important is people who click to your website from an organic search generally display a higher level of buyer intent than a person who might click on an ad. A person clicking on an ad often is still in research mode. A person clicking on a search link is often in buyer mode. Google Ads is going to be the next piece, and we're going to use Google Ads for high visibility. You'll notice this particular search, the ads are up above even the map. The other thing I want you to see about this is you get to jump to the front of the line. There are 17 million search results on this query. By buying this ad space, you get to go to the front of the line, and ads are set up in such a way that you can show off your services quickly. You can put specials, you can put your warranties, you can put financing, you can put different pages of your site into those ads, and so it allows a person to get a quick glimpse of what's available to them. This is like putting the buffet in front of them when they see your ad displayed. Then obviously we've got Facebook ads, and Facebook ads create social proof of your workmanship. You can show your projects before or after, or both. You can develop viral exposure as people like and comment and share. It is the lowest cost advertising platform available to us, with the high effectiveness that comes with it. There's the cross exposure to Instagram. Instagram is great because it's a visual medium, and a lot of people calling you have been finding their ideas on Instagram. So it's a great place to be. And then Facebook offers a couple of other things. There are some built-in lead collection mechanisms. We can attach a lead capture form to a Facebook ad. We can direct that button click to go to your messenger on your Facebook page. Or we can even put a click to call button on your Facebook ad as well. So there's 3 different contact modalities available to collect those leads. It's one of the great things about advertising on Facebook's platform. Now, when we set up an advertising campaign, we're really looking from a 30,000 foot view. There's a couple things we want to do. Number one, we've got to get exposure. We've got to make people aware that we exist. And once we've got that exposure, once they've raised their hand and taken a little interest, then we need to begin to influence them by the things that we're going to put in front of them. And generally this is going to be value content or content of interest. And then we want to get them to engage with us. Maybe we want to ask questions. Maybe we want to put up content that is going to draw out comments or questions from our audience. These are all points of engagement. And then finally, we're going to call them to action so we can convert them into our customer. And this is that lead generation, sales acquisition process. Now, part of this is we've got to target well. So we want to look at geographic targeting. We want to look at demographic targeting. And then we want to look at behavioral and interest targeting. And so on Facebook, we're able to get very detailed in that targeting. Google is going to do the same thing as well. Both of these platforms are tracking the data of their users continually, and so it allows you a lot of fine-tuning and hyper-targeting options so that your ad campaigns are laser-focused when you deploy them. We also want to study what's happening with the content that we have. Our existing content will tell us a lot about who our audience is. One of the easiest ways to figure out who your best customers are going to be is to look at who your best customers are now and gathering those similarities in data and creating a profile from that. Now, the idea that we really want to operate off of is being able to generate leads while you sleep. The reason that we developed the Remodeling Revenue Growth System the way we did is we want you to be able to collect leads 24/7, 365. One of the things we've seen with our clients is they'll get leads coming in at 1 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 9 o'clock, all around the clock, even on holidays and weekends. So we want to create the system so that it's always working even if you're not at work. Moving on here, there are 3 modalities that we're going to use to notify you of leads. Number 1, we're going to give them the option of telephoning you. number 2 of sending you an email, or number 3, sending you a messenger message. We find that those 3 things are the most effective. Although there are other lead mechanisms we could deploy, those have not proven as effective as these 3 core lead mechanisms that we're utilizing. So let me ask you a question. Are you enjoying the training so far? Have I lost you? You still with me? Has this been helpful to you? Well, see how this could work. With the landing page, ad copy, and instruction that I've given you and the examples I've shown you, you could literally start doing this within a week. Now, it would take you a while to get it all built and tested and running, but you could legitimately do this on your own. The question is, are you an action taker? Are you ready to have eager homeowners contacting you 24/7? Are you ready to be highly visible for searches that matter most? Are you ready to be the go-to home remodeler in your area? Are you ready to stop wasting time on small, low-profit projects? Well, here's your options. Option number 1, you could do this all on your own. You could spend time testing. You could waste tons of money on trial and error campaigns. Or you could look at option number 2. Schedule a no-obligation, free strategy session where we can learn more about your business and goals and see if our services are a good fit for you. On top of that, we guarantee results. That's right. We're so confident in what we do, we guarantee results, or you just don't pay. So here's the system. Together, we're going to determine what your best offer is going to be. And we're going to define who your ideal client is. And when I say your ideal client, it's who's going to spend the most money with you and be the most pleasurable to work with, and who's the person that's going to be your biggest advocate when the job is done. Our team is going to work on training. We're going to work on the funnels that get people from awareness to the place of being your customer. We're going to develop your ad campaigns and your creatives. We're going to work on your follow-up, and we're going to do your tracking and analytics for you. And then, of course, your team will be responsible for following up on those leads, those prospects, servicing those new clients, and celebrating closed business with those new clients. This is only for you, however, if you're a serious and established business owner looking to grow your business. You're currently advertising via direct mail, radio, TV. Maybe you've got a large internet marketing budget, but you're looking to get a better return on investment. You've got room for additional whole house renovations, room additions, high-end luxury remodels. You're willing to follow our system and trust the process because it's proven. The Remodeling Revenue Growth System. It's for home remodelers who are looking to aggressively grow their business by booking more whole house renovations, more room additions, more luxury kitchen and bath remodels. And it's for businesses who are looking for a proven automated system to generate home remodeling jobs on demand. In fact, we'll have leads contacting you in the next week. And finally, we guarantee results. Click below to schedule your free strategy session. Our Clients on Demand system, the Remodeling Revenue Growth System. It transforms your website into a high-powered lead machine. With higher search visibility, it turns your Google business listing into a lead-generating machine as well. And the only real risk here is, number 1, there's exclusivity. We only work with one home remodeler in each market area. And if we work with your competitor, we're unavailable to work with you. There's the opportunity cost. How long are you going to keep spending money on bad leads or search results that are targeting all of the wrong terms or the wrong locations, or ads that just don't connect with the people who are ready to spend money with you. And of course, we guarantee results. You're not going to have that if you wait. So here's what you get: a high converting website, search engine optimization, local search optimization, Google Ads campaign and management, Facebook ads campaign and management, and all of your reporting and analysis. So click the button below to have your no obligation strategy call today. There's literally no risk. So what happens next? The strategy session is one-on-one with myself or someone from my team, and it is entirely focused on your business and its goals. We'll figure out how to achieve massive results in the least amount of time. So you need to take action now. Click the button below and learn how to flood your business with new home remodeling clients. I look forward to talking with you soon.